China is home to a stunning array of traditional fruits, many harvested in vast quantities each year. In this video, we take a deep dive into how Chinese farmers have learned how to ace their traditional fruit harvesting and processing over centuries to become one of the world's largest and most efficient systems. Have you ever seen a fruit so massive it could double as a basketball? Meet the pomelo, king of citrus. They can grow up to 12 inches in diameter and weigh up to 4.5 pounds. When it's time to harvest, only the fruits with the perfect golden green hue and a citrusy aroma are selected. Among the many varieties grown in China, the honey pomelo is loved globally thanks to its juicy, mildly sweet flavor and low acidity. It's sought after, and each fruit can fetch between $3 and $8 on international markets. For over 2,000 years, these giants have also been associated with the Mid-Autumn Festival in China, where its round shape symbolizes family unity and reunion. Did you know their thick, bitter peels are transformed into candied treats in Guangdong? Paired with tea, it's a local favorite. Annually, China produces over 4 million tons of pomelos, exporting them to over 50 countries. More than 40% of this supply comes from the lush, subtropical orchards of Fujian and Guangdong. In the Tang Dynasty, Emperor Xuanzong and his beloved consort Yang Guifei were so obsessed with this fruit that they demanded it to be delivered overnight. Over 2,000 years have passed, and the trees that produce the lychee that the royal families used to eat are still standing strong in a small village in Guangdong. Farmers handpick them in clusters at midnight or early morning to keep them nice and fresh. The highest branches can grow up to 40 feet or 12 meters tall. A skilled picker can gather up to 100 pounds or 45 kilograms of lychees daily. Today, China is the largest producer of lychees globally, harvesting 3.1 million tons annually, with its sweet bounty primarily grown in Guangdong, Guangxi, and Fujian provinces. The most coveted variety is the Feijiao, selling up for $2.50 per pound locally and even more abroad. These lychee lose quality rapidly, often within 48 hours, so the fruit is flash chilled to 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius and sealed in a vacuum sealed lock to seal in the freshness. During peak season, exports exceed 80,000 tons annually, primarily to Southeast Asia, Europe, and North America. Beyond fresh consumption, lychee is dried into lychee nuts, a chewy, caramel-flavored delicacy. The drying process involves sun-drying the fruit for 3 to 4 days, followed by gentle roasting over charcoal. This is jujube, also known as Chinese dates. It has been cultivated in China for over 4,000 years and is still a key ingredient in traditional Chinese recipes. The most popular variety is the dongzao or winter jujube, prized for its large size, crisp texture, and high sugar content. They thrive in extreme temperatures in the arid regions of Hebei, Shaanxi, and Xinjiang. Workers often let the fruits dry out on the trees before collecting them using a special method like this. On the market, fresh dongzao jujubes typically sell for $2 to $3 per pound, or $4.40 to $6.60 a kilogram, while dried jujubes fetch higher prices due to their concentrated sweetness. Jujube is also a symbol of prosperity in Chinese weddings. It is part of the marriage bed ceremony, where it's placed along with peanuts and lotus seeds to wish for fertility and a happy family. I bet you didn't know, but China grows more apples than any other country, 46 million tons a year to be exact. That's nearly 55% of the world's apples. But here's the shocking part. Despite being the world's largest producer, China only exports a tiny fraction of its apple harvest. Shuangzi and Shandong province lead the charge, with hand-picking practices that ensure each apple is picked without a bruise. Among 23 impressive native apple varieties, the Japanese-born red Fuji apple dominates, accounting for 70% of China's yield. The Chinese name for apple sounds like peace, making it a popular gift during New Year when people exchange apples as a symbol of peace. These crisp, sweet fruits fetch $1 to $2 a pound, or $2.20 to $4.40 a kilogram. They are carefully cooled to 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius right after picking in order to maintain peak freshness. Down in the tropical provinces of Guangdong, Guangxi, and Yunnan, bananas thrive in the humid climate. China produces over 13 million tons annually, making it Asia's second largest producer. Harvesting bananas is a highly coordinated effort. Workers carefully cut the massive bunches using machetes, which can weigh up to 110 pounds or 50 kilograms. The fruit is then transported by a machine to avoid bruising. Farmers monitor clusters for uniform ripeness, typically when a fruit reaches 75 to 85% maturity. This ensures bananas are firm enough for transport but will fully ripen upon reaching consumers. The Cavendish banana is the most popular variety. Fresh ones sell for 30 cents to 50 cents a pound, or 66 to $1.10 per kilogram, and are treated post-harvest to slow ripening. They're then packed in temperature-controlled boxes, usually set to 57 degrees Fahrenheit or 14 degrees Celsius for shipping. Domestically, bananas dominate the market, driving a $4 billion annual industry. If you've never tasted a bayberry, you're missing out on a sensory explosion. Bayberries, or yangmei, are as striking in flavour as they are in appearance. They are native to southern China and have long been celebrated for their tangy sweet flavour and deep ruby red hue. The fruit ripens in early summer and is highly perishable, so its harvest window is very tight. For this reason, they command premium prices. Fresh ones typically sell for $5 to $7 a pound, or $11 to $15 a kilogram. Did you know China produces over 4.5 million tons of mangoes each year? That's enough golden, juicy goodness to fill over 18,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. And trust me, you'd want to dive right in because they are seedless. While mangoes didn't originally come from China, the country has absolutely nailed mango farming, climbing the ranks to become the second largest mango producer in the world. On average, a single worker can collect 880 pounds or 400 kilograms of mangoes per day in peak season. They fetch around $1.50 per pound or $3.50 a kilogram at local markets and command higher prices when exported. Traditional Chinese farmers have turned mango preservation into an art form. They slice the fruit into thin strips, spread them across bamboo racks, and let the tropical sun work its magic.
Did you know that McDonald's serves nearly 9 million pounds of hot crunchy fries across its US restaurants daily? That's enough to fill 30 Olympic-sized swimming pools. But how do they do it? McDonald's relies on a vast network of farms, many located in regions like Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. And they produce the 6.8 billion pounds of potatoes that they require annually. These states are ideal for potato farming, thanks to their nutrient-rich volcanic soil and climate that helps to promote healthy growing potatoes. Modern potato harvesters are capable of lifting 16 rows of potatoes at a time, and they are outfitted with cutting-edge technology to maximize efficiency. In Idaho, the harvest season typically begins in September. Fleets of machines move across vast fields, their digging units scooping both tubers and soil, which are then sifted on conveyor belts. A clever screening system separates the rocks from the potatoes using an upward airflow. The lighter tubers are lifted while the heavier rocks fall away. Other matters, such as roots and stems, are discarded in the field as the plant resides. This setup can process around 3 million pounds of soil per hectare of land harvested, collecting as much as 60,000 pounds of potatoes per hour. The process doesn't stop there. Potatoes must be processed within 7 hours of harvest to avoid enzymic browning, but it's impossible to process this huge amount so quickly. So after harvesting, potatoes are transferred to this truck, and it will take the potatoes to a station where they are uploaded onto conveyor belts. Each of these trucks carries around 110,000 pounds of potatoes from the field. Here, any damaged, sprouted or rotten potatoes are removed, while the healthy ones move to climate-controlled storage facilities that can hold over 220 million pounds of potatoes. After being dried for 7 to 10 days, they're finally ready for processing, but some potatoes can be stored for months with specific protocols. Only the best potatoes are chosen for McDonald's fries, particularly the Russet Burbank variety. This potato is favoured for its long, straight shape, ideal for fries, and its low moisture content, which ensures a crisp texture. Harvesters must be careful, as even the slightest bruise can compromise quality. That's why only 70% of harvested potatoes are selected for processing, while the rest might go to animal feed or other potato-based products. One major player is the J.R. Simplot Company, a partner of McDonald's since the 1960s. It alone grows 15% of the potatoes that have become McDonald's fries. These whole, fresh from the ground potatoes form the foundation of McDonald's fries, debunking long-held myths about the use of potato goo in their production. In fact, McDonald's has been so committed to using non-GMO products that they reject the innate potato engineered by Simplot to bruise less and release fewer harmful components during frying. Once the potatoes arrive at processing facilities like Simplot's factory in Caldwell, Idaho, the first step is washing to remove dirt and debris. The potatoes are then peeled using a high-pressure steam machine, which blasts off the skins. Any remaining imperfections are hand-cut by workers to ensure each potato is pristine. Speed is key. Factories like this handle up to 1 million pounds of potatoes per day. To achieve the perfect McDonald's fry, potatoes are shot through tubes at 75 miles per hour and sliced into their iconic shape by a grid of razor-sharp knives. Every fry must be between 1/4 and 1/3 inch thick, with consistency being a top priority. After cutting, the fries undergo a series of quality control tests. Optical scanners inspect each fry, flagging any with visible faults for removal. But McDonald's fries aren't just about potatoes. If you look closely at their ingredient list, you'll notice a few surprising additions. Dextrose, a simple sugar made from corn, is used to maintain the fry's golden color, while sodium acid pyrophosphate helps reduce a carcinogen that forms when potatoes are fried. One of the most unique additives, though, is the natural beef flavor. Following these additions, the fries are blanched in a steaming hot water to remove natural sugars, and then dried before being partially fried. This double cooking process, one fry at the plant and another at the restaurant, is crucial to achieving the fry's addictively crispy exterior. The first fry occurs in vats of vegetable oil heated to nearly 400 degrees Fahrenheit. McDonald's once used partially hydrogenated oils, but switched to trans fat-free blend in 2008 after testing 18 different oils. Afterwards, the fries are flash frozen in a tunnel that drops their temperature to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. The quick freeze locks in freshness and texture, readying the fries for transportation. Food safety is paramount, with each batch undergoing rigorous tests for colour, moisture content, and quality. Factories producing McDonald's fries churn out over 3 billion pounds of fries annually, with each factory capable of producing 2,000 pounds of fries per minute. Once processed, the frozen fries are distributed through a sophisticated logistics network, reaching McDonald's 14,000 US restaurants. Refrigerated trucks transport the fries, keeping them at the perfect temperature to ensure they arrive fresh and ready for frying. This intricate supply chain stretches globally, with the fries from facilities like Simplot's Coldwell plant reaching over 20 countries. In the US, McDonald's restaurants receive 2 to 3 deliveries per week. The fries are stored in freezers until the fries box needs to be filled. During peak hours, fries are made almost constantly. The beauty of McDonald's system is that the fries are designed to cook within 3 minutes, thanks to the preparation done back at the factory. The fries are fried in vegetable oil at exactly 335 degrees Fahrenheit for the perfect texture. According to McDonald's, they've perfected the ideal amount of salt for their fries. Each small portion contains 0.5 grams of salt, while a large one contains 350 milligrams. While the fries are popular, they don't sit around for long. McDonald's Canada revealed that the fries stay in the heat tray for a maximum of 7 minutes before being discarded, ensuring customers always get fresh fries. If you want a fresh batch, you can simply ask the staff. They are happy to prepare it, though it may take a few extra minutes. The McDonald's franchise system in the US is key to its success. With 95% of restaurants owned by franchisees, the brand relies on strict quality controls to maintain uniformity. Whether you're in New York or California, the fries taste the same. In countries like Japan, McDonald's has even adapted its fries to local tastes, offering them with unique seasonings like seaweed powder or pairing them with teriyaki sauce. Globally, McDonald's serves 70 million customers daily, so no matter where you are in the world, McDonald's fries probably remain one of the most beloved items on the menu.